Welcome back, Steeler Nation, man. Thanks for tuning in to the latest edition of the Steelers Before Play. This is week 11, I believe. Yeah, I think I got that right. Week 11, the Steelers will be facing off against the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. And this could be very interesting. The next 2 weeks could be very interesting. So let's get into it. So the first thing, of course, we're going to talk about, guys, is let's see who and who's not going to be on the field. We'll talk about that, and then I'll basically give you my general opinion on what the Steelers need to do. Again, I'm no professional. I'm no coach. I'm just a guy who loves football, knows a little football, loves the Steelers, and I just give my opinion from the couch. All right? Cool with that? So let's first talk about who is in and who is out for the Steelers. As you can see, guys, we have game time status. Keanu Neal, who I like to call number 31, is out of the game. Minkah Fitzpatrick, still out. He's working his way back, but he's still out. Montravius Adams, out again. However, guys like Benton has been able to, fill that void, so I'm not too concerned there. Pat Freiermuth is questionable. Pat Freiermuth did begin, if I'm not mistaken, his 21-day return window coming off of IR. As of the time that I'm recording this video, I do not know whether or not he has been activated, but we know his game status is questionable. So in that case, maybe they have to activate him. I don't know. But all I'm saying is I don't know if he's been activated yet. I don't have that information. We shall see. So other than that, man, let's take a look at the rest of the guys here who basically were on the injury report rather, for Friday's practice. Deontay Johnson is dealing with the thumb issue, but he was a full participant. We already know about number 31. We already know about Minkah. We already know about Adams. We already know about Freiermuth. But also, Cam Hayward, growing, limited. So, we all know that Cam Hayward has been battling through that growing injury since he has been reactivated. He has now played 2 games. So I don't think, there's much to worry about there. I think it's more so just keeping him, limited to make sure they don't aggravate the growing. A guy like Cam Hayward doesn't need a ton of practice time. So y'all know how that goes with him being a vet. So let's flip over here to the Broncos. The Browns. I don't know where the Broncos just popped in my mind. My bad. Let's look at the Browns. Cleveland Browns. Guard Michael Dunn, questionable with a calf. Marquise Goodwin is questionable. He's out with a concussion. There's another wide receiver for them. DeJuan Jones is questionable with a knee. And also, safety Juan Hill is out. So that is a big-time development right there for those guys. If we take a look at a little bit more at the full Friday practice, guys, let's see. David Bell with the knee was full. Grant Delpit, only rest. He was full. We already know about Dunn. We know about Godwin. We know about Jones. Greg Newsome has a growing situation as well, but he was full. David Njoku, rest. Okoronkwo, I don't know if I'm saying his name correct, but he was full, but he's dealing with the growing. Pierre Strong, hamstring, he was full. Wyatt Teller, ankle, full. And then, of course, we know about Juan Thornhill and a couple other guys here, Denzel Ward as well as Alex Wright. They were both full. Ward dealing with the neck and Wright dealing with the knee. So, it's always good to kind of see who's on that report so you can kind of keep an eye on that in case those guys go in and come out of the game. We kind of know what they might be dealing with. So, real quick, man, listen, I don't really have to spend a lot of time with this one. This has been a very interesting few days for the AFC North. And in case you guys do not know, I'm sure you do, but in case you don't, one Joe Burrow is out for the season, as well as this week's starting quarterback, Deshaun Watson. He is out of the season for the season. Now, I've been told, or the rumors out there are that Cleveland plans to start a guy like Dorian. What is his name? Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Hold on, let me make sure I have his name correct. Give me a second, guys. Let me make sure I have his name correct. But y'all know who I'm talking about, the kid from UCLA. Hold on, let me make sure I have his name correct. Yes, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Let's see if there are more reports out there. Okay, it is saying that the Browns, it looks like reports are saying that they are going to start Dorian Robinson, Thompson Robinson, and there you go. This is a guy who has some talent, mobile, but he does have some talent. He has some skill. This will be a wide-eyed moment for him, I would expect. He is at home, so, maybe that helps comfort him a little bit, but I expect the Steelers to get after him. I expect our pass rush to get after him, but more so, this is a game that I would like to see Terrell Austin and company send some pressure at Thompson. Don't let him get comfortable by allowing him to use his legs. You always want to take a young quarterback and, young in age as well as young in playing history. You want to kind of take the easy stuff away from them. So don't allow him to get comfortable and feel nice, feel cute out there about himself, because he scrambled for 15 yards or so and now he's relaxed. Keep the heat on him. I would like to see us send a couple blitzes here and there and, keep him on his toes and kind of fluster him a little bit and just play sound defense, man. And that's one thing that concerns me about the Steelers. That secondary without Minkah Fitzpatrick, we all have seen how Swiss cheese it has been. That scares me a little bit. This is one of those games. People would say, oh, well, they don't have Deshaun Watson. They're a little bit banged up. The Steelers should be able to. No, I don't say that at all about this particular team because they haven't shown me any reason to trust them in terms of me feeling confident. What the Steelers have allowed me to trust is that if they're in a close game, they could possibly win it. They could possibly win it or they might lose it close. That's what I trust about this year's Steelers team. I do not trust any situation that looks advantageous for the Steelers and think, yeah, they should be able to go in there and get it done. I don't think that. This would be one of those games that you let the young, quarterback go in there with no experience and he lights you up. We've seen that story play out before. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. I think the Browns are going to try to lean on whatever run game they can muster. They've still been able to run the football without Nick Chubb. So I do think they're going to try to make him comfortable. So the Steelers, the plan on defense is to make them one-dimensional. Again, it's funny how you say these things every week, but the same things that you should apply every week is different reasons why you should apply them. In this particular case, it's because it's a young, inexperienced quarterback. You want to make him beat you. And that's just that simple. And whether it is DTR or if it's the other kid, PJ Walker, you want to make those guys beat you. You don't want the Cleveland Browns to get comfortable running the football. So I would like to see the Steelers, maintain and snuff out the run, force it to be a one-dimensional game. And we just got to keep our eyes on it, man. What are the Steelers going to do at inside linebacker? How's that rotation going to look? Now with having guys like number 31 out, some people were saying, let him play inside linebacker at times. How are we going to fill that void? Is the guy Michael Walker off the practice squad? Are we going to see more time of him? Are we going to see extended time for Mark Robinson? Now him and Landon Roberts being the main two guys inside. So it's going to be an interesting game, regardless of the fact that Deshaun Watson is not playing. I still think there's some questions to answer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So again, defensively, make them one-dimensional, maintain that run, and again, force the young quarterback, or if it's PJ Walker, the backup quarterback, either one of those guys, force them to beat you. Don't allow the Cleveland Browns to get comfortable running the football. All right, offensively, this is plain and simple for me. Kenny Pickett is going to have a game. Can the Steelers run the football the way they've been running it the last couple weeks? Yeah, anything is possible, but I feel as if the Cleveland Browns are going to load up and dare us to pass the ball. I think we're going to see 8-man boxes, 9-man boxes, like whatever they can muster. The Browns always do that. If you notice that, they always play us tight. Schwartz will send heat at you. I think they're going to be right in your face. The last 2 weeks, Pittsburgh Steelers rushed for 166 yards against the Titans. They rushed for 205 yards, I believe, against the Packers. You better believe the Browns, understanding how our offense has not gone with Kenny Pickett, we haven't really had a game where he lit it up. They're going to expect the Pittsburgh Steelers to try to come in there and run the football. They're going to be ready for that. So my opinion would be, we need Kenny Pickett to play. We need Kenny Pickett to have a game. We need Kenny Pickett to be able to make the right reads. We need Kenny Pickett to be accurate because I think they're going to give us opportunities. They're definitely going to give us opportunities outside where Kenny Pickett loves to throw the ball. Those one-on-one situations to George Pickens and Deontay Johnson. Yeah, that's cool as well, but I don't want us to get so pigeonholed into that. Some of you guys saw the film breakdown that I posted. We get too locked in on that at times, and Kenny has said it out of his own mouth. He's out of his own mouth. Anytime I see this matchup, I'm going to take a shot. I get it, but there's so many other times, there's so many moments where guys are open or will become open, but Kenny doesn't focus on them. And I'm really, really starting to question whether or not it's the scheme, because I'm telling you, the more I watch the film and listen to Kenny Pickett talk and kind of listen to Matt Canada, I almost feel like in some of these moments, he's kind of being told where to look. And I do not like that. I don't like it. I wish I had a definitive answer, but I don't like the fact that Kenny Pickett locks in on one side or one guy way too often. And one day we're going to get the definitive answer who it was, whether it was him or Canada. Because again, if you go back and look at Kenny Pickett in college, his 2021 season, this dude was making throws all over the field. Down the seams. Outside of the numbers, inside the hash. I mean, he was making all of the throws that we're not seeing him attempt as a Pittsburgh Steeler. So I'm just saying. But that's how I feel, man. Listen, if the Steelers can establish the run game, great. I would love that because that's ball control. That's time of possession. I just don't know if the Browns are going to allow us to do that, being as that nobody is fearing Kenny Pickett. You understand what I'm saying? So I think this is going to have to be a game that Kenny shows what he's made of. Kenny shows that he can make plays. Kenny can force them to not key on the run. I think if they do that, they have a shot. Listen, they're going on the road, 6-3. If you can somehow get to 7-3 and then go into Cincinnati and, with them being down their starting quarterback, Steelers have an opportunity to come out of this 8-3. Opportunity. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm not confident that it will happen. Isn't that sad? The two teams that you're facing back-to-back are division opponents. They lost their starting quarterback, and you're not confident that your team can win. But that's where I'm at. Maybe some of y'all feel differently, but that's just where I'm at with it. But there it is, man. Those are my keys, man. Listen, make the Browns one-dimensional. Make whichever quarterback starting for them uncomfortable. Force them to beat you. Do not allow them to get comfortable running the football. And if it is DTR, do not allow him to get comfortable scrambling and force him to beat you. Offensively, we need Kenny Pickett to have a game. Because I definitely think about the fact that the Browns are going to force us, beat us. We dare you to pass. I think that's what the Browns are going to do. So, and we're going to be in that situation a lot, I'm predicting. So I'd like to see Kenny Pickett make some plays. Be the best Kenny Pickett that we've seen. Because it may just take that for us to win the game. All right, so that's all I got, man. Would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments. Like always, for sure, please share your thoughts, man. I look forward to reading them and also, seeing some other takes and, hearing some other thoughts and analysis on what you think they need to do, will do, won't do, etc. Before you go, I'm always going to remind you, if you haven't already, if you like this video, like the video. If you have not subscribed and you like the content, subscribe to the channel. And once you are subscribed, turn on that notification bell, because how else will you know videos like these have been uploaded or live streams are in progress. All right, guys, y'all take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But of course, I will catch you tomorrow live for the Steelers versus the Browns, Week 11 after play. See you then. Peace.